I'm with Meryl Streep, though. I'm more of a guy who's like, without the actors and actresses, I'd be stuck watching this football and this.
God damn it! I can't remember the movie because I had
MMA. And it's, you know, football.
I wish you were with Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice. That's the movie.
She said it last night. MMA is not the arts.
What?
You didn't hear Meryl Streep's speech?
No.
Oh, dude. So I watched the Golden Globes, of course, last night. I'm not going to watch a football game, but I watched the Golden Globes. And it was like, you know, everybody was doing the Trump jokes, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not a huge shock, but I just hate, like, when people have this air about them. Like Jimmy Fallon, I guess it's not that big of a surprise. He wants to be liked in the room. So the only person he really made fun of is Donald Trump. It was a much safer host.
It's a very safe target.
Right.
Okay.
And like, Ricky Gervais, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler,
Sure.
like they actually made fun of people in the room. That didn't happen last night. It was back to like self-appreciation and all this stuff. Yeah. But like House went up there. What's House's name?
I am fucking. Let me tell you something about Hugh Laurie.
Yes.
The fucking dumb critics that love this guy. I mean, he's a decent actor, but the fact that was winning when The Wire was getting nothing, it makes you really want critics to be killed in boating accidents.
Well, I haven't seen the new show. Apparently, it's very good.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Because The Night Manager won a ton of awards last night.
Of course, they love him. They love him. He's everything they want to be. He's kind of a quirky white guy with a little something going on behind his eyes. Like, oh, this guy's good.
Yeah, I think it won an award for show, too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won show and 2 actor awards for him and Tom Hiddleston.
Wasn't he the guy who was dating Taylor Swift?
Yes.
No? So
look at you, Gossip Jimmy.
I love Taylor Swift. So let's see her speech. I'm sure it was good. She's really a wonderful actress.
Hugh Laurie gets up and accepts his award. He says a thing about Trump, but the stop everything moment.
Oh, good.
Came when Meryl Streep. She got the Cecil B. DeMille Award.
Cecil.
You could say Cecil.
You can't.
Cecil B. DeMille. Cecil B. DeMille Award. Thank you. And she decided, even though she didn't have much of a voice, and by the way, these actors, oh my God, do they love Meryl Streep. Because anytime, you could hear the room. Anytime anybody went up there to present an award, nobody was paying any attention to them. Nobody was sitting down at the tables. They were all talking. They were all out at the bars. They were all kibitzing amongst each other. But when it was Meryl Streep's time to speak, boy, did everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and I do like her. You can't not like her. She's not overrated. Trump's a dope with his tweet.
I don't know.
She's really not overrated. She's great. She's a great actress. You might hate her politically, but she's a fucking great actress.
Donald Trump said she was overrated.
She's not.
And I believe, a Hillary flunky who lost big.
Well, that part's true, but I mean, she's not overrated. She's
right.
She's legitimately great, but
all right, you
want to call her a cunt, but you know, fine.
But the cunt can act.
But yeah, don't be stupid. That's like saying Abdul-Jabbar, he was a terrible ball player. No, he was good.
You can disagree with him on anything except that.
Yeah,
part.
that's the one part that you got to go with. All right, let's see what she had to say. I'm sure it's irritating.
No.
I mean inspirational.
Thank you.
Did I say irritating?
You did.
I mean inspirational.
Yes, she is queen.
Do you want to start the Trump stuff? It's like
I love you all.
No. We can. I mean, she starts pretty early on with the Trump stuff.
Hold on a minute. Is she talking in a British accent?
Screaming and
no, her voice is going.
this weekend,
Why?
and I
Screaming and laughing this weekend, she
have
said.
lost my mind.
But it's never been
sometime
stronger.
earlier this year, so
That's actually a great point, Travis.
Yeah, I didn't read that anywhere.
Her voice. That's a great point.
Is that what do you mean? Tell
Did you
me.
just think of that?
Mm-hmm.
She lost her voice, but it's never been stronger.
Bitch sounds like fucking Mariah Carey.
No, not at all. Stringing two people together.
Good one too.
Yeah.
thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. Just to pick up on what Hugh Laurie said, you and all of us in this room really belong to the most vilified segments in American society right now.
Can you pause? Are you shitting me?
What?
The actors think they belong to a vilified segment of society?
Well, you're not letting her finish, Jim.
Yeah, she's talking about the Hollywood Foreign Press. Wait till you see where she goes with it.
Yeah, keyword.
All right, maybe I didn't.
Keyword.
The media, by the way, belongs to the most vilified.
Well, maybe you should let her finish.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Jim.
Let's hope she defends them.
Jim.
Hollywood, foreigners, and the press.
See?
Oh, you
Those
know
are
what?
the three.
I apologize.
Those
She
are-
was going for a joke, and I got mad at the setup. I stink. I fucking stink. I stink.
We should have just let you go.
No, you are. I stink.
Who are we? And you know, what is Hollywood anyway? It's just a bunch of people from other places. I was born and raised
It's like a Seinfeld bit.
educated in the public schools of New Jersey. Viola was born in a sharecropper's cabin in South Carolina, came up in Central Falls, Rhode Island. Sarah Paulson was born in Florida, raised by a single mom in Brooklyn.
Who's her
Sarah
fucking
Jessica
research
Parker.
team for her speech?
She's probably right. I'm sure she had someone looking it up, or she Googled them.
She can Google it herself.
I bet you she did.
I bet you she. Oh.
Is that
oh.
Sarah Paulson?
Yes,
Holy
Jim. That,
shit,
that
is she
black
pretty.
woman is Sarah Paulson.
Wow.
Yep. That's,
She's fucking hot.
I
Who
know.
is she?
She looks just like Marsha Clark, right? Sarah Paulson is a white woman who played Marsha Clark on The People vs.
Oh,
OJ.
well, who's this?
That's an African American woman that you're pointing
Oh,
at.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who she is.
Would you be willing?
She's beautiful.
No, yeah, she
Holy
is a gorgeous
fuck.
woman, but she's not
I
Sarah
want to kiss
Paulson.
her.
She's on the NBC show This Is Us. This black woman.
I have no shot. She's got a career. I want to smooch with her badly.
You don't think that she would invite you over to her place to eat a salad and watch some of the OA?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Parker was one of 7 or 8 kids from Ohio. Amy Adams was born in Vicenza, Veneto, Italy. And Natalie Portman was born in Jerusalem. Where are their birth certificates?
See what she's doing there? You see that?
Trump. Yeah.
You see that? Remember the Obama thing. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay.
They applaud birth
And
certificates,
the
Joe.
beautiful Ruth Nega was born in
Oh,
Addison-
shit. Who's she
What?
talking about? Oh, shit. She's going to get in trouble.
It's good, Chip.
My mother used to yell that out the car, from the bedroom.
What, Ruth?
Nope. Lamar had the same last name as Ruth. Who's this one? I don't know who she is.
Ruth Nega?
Yeah, I don't know Ruth Nega.
I don't know. She's beautiful, though.
Okay, is that her? No, it's not her.
Well, it's probably her.
No, it's not.
Why don't you think that's her?
Because she has hair like a man in the 1950s.
So you
I don't like her hair.
So you're saying
I don't like a fucking Nat King Cole hairdo.
you're saying that hairdo is not befitting of a woman that would be described as beautiful?
No, it's not. It's not. That's the type of thing. There should be a guy in a tuxedo smoking with that hair. You know, I just circumnavigated the globe. That's real. That's
She does
old
have a
school.
real Howard Hughes haircut.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
She's on Preacher and
right.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and some other stuff.
Okay.
comic book lady.
So is that Ruth Nega?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Sarah
Ethiopia.
Paulson.
But they were one off before. I don't know who Sarah Paulson is.
No,
I
that's her.
That's her. It's Sarah Paulson.
don't know who it is. I'm pop locking.
Raised in London, in Ireland, I do believe. And she's here nominated.
She slipped into Irish accent. She slipped into a brogue, little Jimmy.
Yeah, she's fucking. What a terrible.
You think she Googled all that, or she had a research team?
I think she just remembered it.
Would you like to place a gentleman's bet on that?
Yeah. The winner gets blown by Travis. So does the loser.
I still think you're struggling with the concept of a gentleman's bet.
All right, whatever.
But
Just all sexual things with me.
I'm sorry. I'm a predictable comic. I can't help it.
I like it.
All right.
But yes, what she's saying is all these people come from different places.
Oh, good. She's by the Irish accent.
Oh, by the Irish accent. You were born in
Oh.
Ireland, weren't you?
I think she was doing Jamaican Jimmy.
Yeah.
Or Caribbean Jimmy.
Where did you come from, Jamaica?
Yeah.
Boy!
And she come over here and the big man with the little hat on him head.
The bumbleclot come from Jamaica.
Pussyclot. All right, let's see what she says.
I wish she did an accent for
Oh,
everybody,
maybe
though.
both.
Yeah, I just like, and you came from Tennessee, didn't you?
Yeah, and she was born in a sharecroppers. How come she didn't do it for the other girl?
I don't know. It seemed like it'd be fitting.
And where was the first girl born? Israel? And she was born over in Israel. A sharecropper. And she was born in Israel.
Like a volt.
And the Irish girl is here too.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that would add a whole fun element to her
Sure
speech.
would.
Small town girl from Virginia. Ryan Gosling, like all the nicest people, is Canadian.
Got a nice laugh.
That's fine.
And Dev Patel was born in Kenya, raised in London.
Who gives
is
a
here
fuck?
Playing an
About Dev
Indian,
Patel?
I like
raised in
him.
Tasmania.
Do you know
I know who he is.
he fucking won the Indian Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
And I love that movie.
He won 1 million rupees.
Yes. 1 million. And I love that movie, and I do like that they're all dancing at the end.
That's the fucking best, isn't it?
It's my favorite ending.
Well, guess what? You'd probably love La La Land then.
No, I would. I love fucking that because the girl got scarred and was forced into fucking a guy she didn't like, and then they're all dancing in the subway. I felt like it ended happily.
They jai-ho at the end.
I wanted them to end happily.
And they did.
Yes.
Let's go back.
I like a happy ending,
You
believe it or
do?
not. For real, in a movie. I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cave crawling didn't end with a happy ending.
No, unless you got a fucking boot fetish. That poor motherfucker.
Yeah.
I showed someone else that fucking picture.
Why?
'Cause I'm tortured by it.
Let's go back to Dev Patel, who Jim is prejudiced against.
I love Dev Patel.
Oh. All right.
Kenya, raised in London, is here for playing an Indian raised in Tasmania. So Hollywood is crawling with outsiders and foreigners. And if we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
By the way,
You fucking jock bros, read it and weep. Meryl Streep goes, "Thank you for this award. If you didn't have me, you'd have nothing. Nothing.
yeah,
Eat a
sorry,
dick."
sorry. All these fucking people actually get punched in the face and have to train in the gym while you fucking sit there and just spit lines out. Stop acting like what you're doing.
What? You don't think Meryl Streep went through acting training?
Meryl Streep is awesome, and she's really amazing at her
That's right.
job. But stop acting like you're fucking curing cancer, dumbbell. You're a fucking diversion. That's all any of us are as entertainers. Stop acting like what
What?
we're doing is so fucking important. It's honestly, it's not. It's really not. The self-importance of certain performers to think that what we're doing is we're bringing light to a dark situation. No.
Jim,
Shut up. We're not.
you and I
You're
have-
not.
You and I have voices, Jim, and we're using those voices. And I'll let you guys know, if you don't like our voices, then we'll leave. And you know what you'd have then? Nothing. Nothing in your life.
Like literally without her fucking foreign people coming in, she's implying without them there'd be nothing else to do.
That's right.
What are you, a fucking asshole? Hollywood's 50 years old. what do you think for the last 500 years people did nothing?
Yeah. They didn't have the arts, Jim.
That really, and I understand she's just doing an MMA, mixed martial arts, and those are not the arts.
That's right. That's
Boy, I hate to break it to Meryl Streep,
right.
but what they do is harder than what you do.
No.
What people on porn do is harder than what she does.
Literally.
Honestly,
Oh.
it's a hard job.
Yeah. But somebody's got to do it. Let me tell you.
Denzel Washington's a great actor. And he's fucking, obviously we all know that. Let's see Denzel Washington keep his dick hard in 60-degree weather on a gravel driveway.
I guess that's true.
Let's see
But
anybody in Hollywood do that.
Lexington Steel couldn't do the Safe House movie as good.
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. You think fucking Rod Hardon or whatever could be Malcolm X? I don't think so.
No. But the
And guess
point
what?
is, the
Porn is not the arts, Jim. Porn is not the
it's
arts.
the self-importance
Oh.
by saying it's just so irritating. It's like, do you not understand, Meryl? That's in that moment. That's why people don't like you.
No.
Like, it's not like that's why people don't like. It's the self-importance around what you're doing. It's great. You're entertaining. She's a brilliant actress. She's not overrated. But shut the fuck up.
What is society without the arts?
Ugh. All they'd be doing is watching mixed. What, you mean the $4 billion mixed martial arts company that just got sold?
You know what? If all we had was mixed
Ugh.
martial arts for entertainment, we would probably end up back in caves. That's who watches MMA. It's cavemen.
Ugh, and they all clap. Self-important dopes. By the way, if I ever wonder why I'm not a member of the club, besides my lack of talent, I guess I've made this choice, but I'm not good enough
What,
to be
to
in
have
that club
integrity?
anyway. No, it's not integrity. It's just to have a different opinion.
Well, they should change the name of MMA.
All
They should change. The A should be something else.
right, what else does she say?
It's not the arts. This is the arts.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
this is important. Are there 6 award shows for MMA? I don't think so.
Yeah, the championship fights. That's the award show.
Oh.
Connor, who I don't even like, won a Golden Globe and an Oscar in the same year.
All right, let's go back.
Woo! That's right. Without us, there'd be nothing to watch.
Nothing.
Without us, there'd be nothing to do.
Nothing.
That's right. Without us, you'd have nothing to do, ladies and gentlemen.
3 seconds to say this, so.
We are the purveyors of entertainment.
Without us, there'd be nothing for you little people to do.
That's right. See, I like this because it made me feel like I am more important than everybody else because I provide entertainment for them.
Oh, it's just such a shitty, annoying attitude. And but I don't get mad at entertainers for having opinions either. Like if you're like, I don't go after people on Twitter for fuck Trump. You know why? Because I choose to either follow them on Twitter or they're not talking to me. I really mean that. Like you can't be mad at entertainers for having opinions either. They're citizens.
Right.
They're allowed to voice their opinion, but there's just like a little self-importance with it.
D-Bag, how amazing is it to sit in here every morning and watch two purveyors of the arts perform?
I just feel really blessed.
That's
you
what
know?
I thought. That's
All
what I
right, you
thought.
know what?
That's
I
what
like
thought.
that kid's attitude.
Yeah.
An actor's only job is to enter the lives of people who are different from us and let you feel what that feels like.
Yeah.
And there were many, many, many powerful.
That was a really
performances.
cool way to say an actor's job is to pretend to be someone else. See, that's not your job to enter my life and teach me how to feel something. It's your job just to do an impression of how somebody else feels. And they do it well, and they make me cry. They're fucking amazing.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not taking away from it. But it's like,
Tugging
again,
on those heartstrings.
but they're good at it. I'm not going to be a cunt and pretend that's not a genius art. It's hard to do.
Yes.
It's really fucking hard to do well. But, you know, relax.
This is Queen Meryl, okay?
Just
Maybe
relax.
she knows the arts.
Yeah. You're not exactly, you know, I know there's a lot of cops have, there's been some shootings that were certainly unjustified.
Yeah.
But you're not exactly doing the Lord's work, Meryl.
What?
You're not exactly running into a building that's on fire and pulling somebody out of it. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself.
That's an interesting opinion. That's an interesting take.
This year that did exactly that. Breathtaking, compassionate work. But there was one performance this year that stunned me. It sank its hooks in my heart.
Oh.
Not because it was good.
What movie do you think it was, Jim? What movie do you think sank its hooks in her heart? What performance was it? I think it was that wedding movie. You know, with the kid from Workaholics? That's the movie I think it was.
No.
Tim and Eric need a wedding date or whatever that movie was called.
Which is the one that everyone does the Hitler parodies of? Was that Fatherland?
I don't think
What was that movie called?
I don't think that came out this year.
Oh. That was the one that moved her?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Hitler reacts to Meryl Streep's speech.
What was the name of that movie?
I don't know, but I know exactly the scene you're talking about.
Downfall. There you go. Thank you, buddy.
All right, let's go back to the Queen.
There was nothing good about it.
Oh.
But it was effective and it did its job.
Ooh, I can't
It
wait.
made its intended audience laugh and show their teeth. It was that moment when the person asking to sit in the most respected seat in our country imitated a disabled reporter, someone he outranked in privilege, power, and the capacity to fight back.
It was
Can
Trump. It wasn't a movie at all.
Can you pause for a second? And exactly, this is exactly
What a twist.
what people hate about these people.
What?
First of all, the inability to fight back. He's a reporter for the Washington Post.
Yeah, but his arms were, you know.
He's a fucking reporter for the Washington Post. He's not a fucking blogger.
Are you trying to say he has a voice?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess he does.
And Ann Coulter and I argued about this. I still said Trump did a lot of dumb shit, but there's a video that's out, and I sent Ann a tweet about it because I didn't have any vested interest in being. I saw that video. I'm like, this cocksucker did it. Fuck it. You like him or you don't like him. But Trump, that was how he would express certain things. Even if you hate Trump, you got to admit. Okay,
So you don't think he was making fun of the reporter?
No, because I've seen the video where he did that before, long before that reporter, talking about people who weren't disabled. He's just an ass, and that's how he addresses someone lying when he thinks they're lying. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. That's
Maybe-
how he addresses somebody lying.
After we watched the Meryl Streep thing, did you find the video Jim's talking about?
So, yeah.
Okay, after we
Do
watched
they
the
show him
Meryl-
doing that in front of other people?
I didn't have enough time to go through it, but I believe that's the one you were
So
talking about.
we'll take a
You can pull
look.
it up.
We'll take a look after this, but because I haven't seen that video, but I'm pretty sure he's making fun of the reporter.
I know, I was too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was too.
But I want to see the video. But let's watch Meryl's. Let's watch Queen Meryl spit the gospel.
It kind of broke my heart when I saw it, and I still can't get it out of my head because it wasn't in a movie. It was real life. And this instinct to humiliate, when it's modeled by someone in the public platform, by someone powerful, it filters down into everybody's life because it kind of gives permission for other people to do the same thing.
Ew.
See that, Jim? People view people in power as
It gives
what
permission.
are they? Role models.
It gives permission.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Take responsibility for your own shit.
That's why I'm able to make fun of D-Bag, because I saw the president make fun of the reporter. Right, D-Bag? Brr. Bleh.
God, I wish I thought like them. I really do wish I was a member of this club and I could think that way. I can't.
My favorite part of this speech
Why do
was,
they annoy me so much? Why does the predictability of the opinion of the entire room as a hive mentality? Why does that drive me so fucking crazy? Like, why is there no variation of opinion,
I think
or very little variation of opinion in that fucking? Why is it only John Voight or James Woods or a couple who are brave enough to say it? And I'm not as conservative as those guys, so it's like, hey, good for them, they're conservative. But I don't get why there's such a singleness of opinion in entertainment. I don't get it.
A lot of it is because people care about their careers. And whether they'll admit it or not, that is a lot of it. And the fact is that they will probably work less if they're vocal about opinions, because it's not just award shows, it's people behind the scenes that aren't going to want to work with people that vocalize the opinions that are so against what they're talking about. But it was also it was really funny looking at as they were panning the crowd. They panned to Vince Vaughn and Mel Gibson, who were being respectful, but were obviously so over it. Because Vince Vaughn is is quite conservative, and Mel Gibson,
Sure.
Well, Mel Gibson's got his own
Where's Clint Eastwood?
ideals.
He's in the back fucking making fart noises.
Clint Eastwood was in the back talking to an empty chair, asking what the chair thought of
Terrible moment.
Meryl Streep. Yeah, exactly. 'Cause Clint Eastwood has no authority to make fun of anybody's speech.
Yes, he does.
After his fucking chair,
He's Clint Eastwood.
I guess
He's
that's
above all of them.
even after the chair deal.
He's Clint Eastwood.
I guess that's true.
He knows Meryl. They're
guess that's
friends,
true.
I'm sure.
You think he banged her?
No, but I'm sure she'd be very nice to him if she saw him.
He might have.
I hope so.
I would love to hear that.
Your mouthwash ain't making it.
Go ahead.
Disrespect invites disrespect. Violence incites violence.
Great point. Talking to Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great point.
By
Talking to people who've glorified the most disrespect,
What?
the most violence.
That's fake violence, though, Jim.
I know, and I'm for them doing that. But then stuff like we play serial killers, and we wonder why people emulate serial killers. We portray violence as glorified, and we wonder why people glorify. You're talking to the people who do that.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking talking about. What are you talking about, Meryl?
We could probably look in that audience and point out people that have played rapists and serial killers and done all that stuff.
Yeah, just if you do that, just don't be so self-righteous about that.
It's okay to have the
By the way,
opinion.
Trump comes from an entertainment background.
Right.
You all loved him a year ago. And I know he said
Well, I
things that
don't know
made
that
you
they are-
they all loved. He was celebrities. He was everywhere with celebrities. They all thought he was great.
I don't know that they ever loved him, but they weren't publicly against him.
None of them were fucking with Trump. They were all doing The Apprentice. They were all doing The Celebrity Apprentice.
Not all these guys.
Not this level, but
No,
still.
you weren't doing the
But
Celebrity
he was
Apprentice
still.
and winning
He
Golden
knew
Globes.
all of them. He was not scorned until he started talking politically.
Do the same thing. Disrespect
Denzel's
invites
sleeping with his
disrespect.
eyes open there.
Violence
He's just
incites
trying to stay conscious.
Violence. When the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose.
What violence has Trump been
Go.
associated with, by the way, besides a few assholes at Trump rallies? But then there's also been people like this kidnapping or that Trump guy that
The
got beat up.
kidnapping had nothing to do with Trump.
But you understand what I'm saying? With the anti-Trump people who will say stuff like that. So
Yeah, that doesn't. That's unfair, I think, that criticism. That there have been Trump supporters that have been violent.
Yes.
But there have been Hillary supporters that have
Right.
been
So
violent.
where's the violence? Like, what is she talking about? Violence begets violence.
On both
Where?
sides. Both sides.
Yeah.
And it's very limited on both sides.
She's not talking about that, though. She's talking only about one aspect of it.
Well, you don't get the arts.
Oh,
That's the problem.
oh, they show the people who are tearing up.
Kerry Washington.
Stop
She
it.
can't believe what she's hearing. Finally, somebody is saying it. Everywhere they go.
Did she mention the Facebook guy, by the way? The retarded guy or whatever he was who got fucking tortured?
No, it's not.
Did
about
she
that.
mention the young man? Is that the type of violence she means?
No, we're talking about.
Shut up, Meryl.
We're not talking about that.
Believe me, if we get her in studio, you can bet I'm going to be nice to her.
Oh yeah, she's the fucking goddess.
Yeah, she's awesome. But I still, it's like, what are you talking about? Just a little balance would be nice.
Right.
That's all I ask for, a little balance.
Somebody has to say something, Jim.
With that thing. Okay, this brings me to the press. We need the principled press to hold power to account, to call them on the carpet for every outrage.
No, you're right, because the Trump has taken the press has taken a very pro-Trump slant.
The bubble these people live in.
Yeah.
Like literally, maybe because again, when you're on radio, you're forced to read the paper. I don't know what it is, but how do you really think the press has not been calling him out? She's implying that they haven't been harsh enough on Trump or on the ideology she doesn't like. They're fucking delusional.
They've been harsher on Trump than they have the guy who shot people at the airport.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Trump has absolutely been called out on absolutely everything.
He's compared to Hitler.
Yes.
You know. Oh.
Yes.
That's why our founders enshrined the press and its freedoms in our Constitution. So I only ask the famously well-heeled Hollywood foreign press and all of us in our community to join me in supporting the Committee to Protect Journalists, because we're going to need them going forward, and they'll need us to say.
You don't want to protect journalists?
The Committee to Protect Journalists?
Yes! They need us, Jim, us entertainers, to have their backs.
They're not under fire. They're being called out because they haven't been doing their jobs in an unbiased fashion. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
Like the shitty New York Times who's constantly getting caught. Fucking. What are you talking about?
Broadcast news stations that are getting caught
Editing
video.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the actors to stand in front of them. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
I really don't understand.
she's saying.
Do they not have people around them? Like when Ben Affleck made an asshole out of himself trying to discuss Islam on Bill. And Bill Maher is a liberal. But Bill Maher is a fucking open. He's not a language cop liberal, and he's not an irrational guy. He knows
Yeah.
that radicalism. What happens to these fucking people? Is there nobody in their lives who ever says, what? Do they have nobody to tell them to shut up once in a while?
I think you get to a place where you're rich and white and a Hollywood person, right?
It's not just white, it's rich and Hollywood. It's not just white. They don't tell Denzel to shut up either. They don't tell anybody in that business to shut up.
No, nobody gets told to shut up, but there's a lot. There's white guilt
Oh, guilt. Yeah. Okay.
associated with being white in Hollywood and being rich and being successful and everything. Has a ton of guilt that gets associated with
And
it.
being treated wonderfully all the time by
Right.
everyone. Yeah.
And then it completely skews. Like, okay, well then we have to start standing up for the less fortunate. And you need these people. You need my help.
The press
You have to
is
need
under
my help.
attack, and they need us. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I think there's also something.
What are you talking about?
There's something in people where they're like, I have to be more than an actor. Like being an actor is not that big of a deal. It's not that dissimilar from like you and I. I'm sure like you have moments. I know I have moments.
I'm not even a comic.
Where I'm sitting there, going like, why am I getting paid to talk? Why am I?
Everyone
getting paid?
says that.
All right, well, listen. But like anybody
Yeah.
could do this. You know what I mean?
I feel in a way like yes and no. Like you just can't overrate. Like you express your opinion. That's great. It helps to do it when you're working. Like, and she's, I guess, accepting an award. So this is where they do that. It's easier on the radio or stand up. You
The
get to talk
Cecil
every
B.
night.
DeMille Award.
Yeah. But no, I don't ever wonder why am I talking. Like sometimes I'm like, why have I been so lucky? Like in my life, I've been very fortunate.
Right.
But I work.
But
Yeah, I talk because I'm funny and I work very hard to be funny and I've given up. You know what I mean? Like I look at like, yeah, I sacrificed a lot of shit and I'm willing to do the work.
Yeah. Yeah. Not me. I take shortcuts.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I don't look at it like that. Like, you know, I understand why I've done decent is because a lot of guys made choices that were terrible. I've made bad choices. That's why I don't have a relationship.
Right.
The same reason some guys have
Right.
relationships because they made good choices. I made bad ones. That's the same reason I'm working in my profession for a long time, and other guys have dropped out because the same thing, choices.
You don't think it's because guys like me are so desirable and handsome that women just have to marry us? Are you allergic to lies? Let's go back to Meryl.
Safeguard the truth.
Hold on, they don't just safeguard the truth. Their job is to safeguard the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're under attack because they've been doing it under the guise of safeguarding the truth, but they are simply doing it. It's all editorial now. And they're lying about editorializing. And they're acting like they're safeguarding the truth, but they're really editorializing.
Yeah, journalists-
That's not their jobs, Meryl.
Moral. Journalists love like having the protection of hiding behind the wall of journalistic integrity, right? Like having it so like I need my protections and you have to give me these rights because I have to be the one to. But then they don't live up to being a journalist.
Right. That's the problem. We give them that leeway. It's like when a cop shoots somebody they're not supposed to shoot. People are like, well, you don't understand. It's like, no, cops have to be held. They can't get grilled yes, they have to be grilled because
Yes.
there's a culture. We say
Different
to them,
standard.
you can have a gun and we don't. We trust you to put us in cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say stop, most of us stop.
Yeah, it's
like
you-
we listen to you like you're our parents by choice.
Right.
We give you that. So yeah, we hold you to a much higher standard. And when something bad happens, you better explain yourself.
It's your call. If we're under arrest or not, that's up to you. Like you're just a man or
Yeah.
a woman. You're just a person who just gets to decide.
If I should be put in handcuffs
Right.
and taken to a place where I might be fucked in the mouth and asshole, for lack of a better phrasing.
Does that happen in holding cells too?
Oh, no, I'm at home. Oh, we're almost done.
Committee to protect journalists because we're going to need them going forward, and they'll need us to safeguard the truth.
Yes.
They don't need you, Meryl.
What?
They
One more
don't.
thing.
No, they need people online calling them out for their shit.
Oh.
What are you talking about? They don't need you to safeguard the truth. What's lacking in media today? Meryl Streep. You want to safeguard the truth? Go to Syria and stand in front of a reporters being shot at.
I'll tell you
Those
though,
are actually legitimately brave reporters.
if Meryl says it, it gets traction.
I know.
Meryl's got the ear.
Boy, they know just what to say that is going to get the right people nodding. Maybe I just don't know.
Well,
Then
you're
again,
not,
I wouldn't be getting the Cecil B. DeMille Award anyway.
probably not.
I'm wondering why she got it and I didn't.
No, your career probably hasn't given us enough just yet. But she's not. You're a young man still
Fair enough.
compared to Meryl.
Fair enough. Yep, she's in her 70s. All right.
You could still get there.
Once, when I was standing around on the set one day, whining about something, we were going to work through supper or the long hours or whatever, Tommy Lee Jones said to me, "Isn't it
Vince
such a
Vaughn is just like,
privilege,
will
Meryl?"
you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, he's miserable.
And Mel Gibson is like, well, I don't even
Think
want to
she'd
say
blow
what
me
Mel
in the
Gibson's
jacuzzi?
thinking. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I was talking about with that woman.
I love Vince Vaughn's face.
Yeah.
Be an actor. Yeah, it is. And we have to remind each other of the privilege and the responsibility of the act of empathy. We should all be very proud.
Good
of the
pause
work.
for the applause, stupid. You don't. Again,
That
she
was
just
her-
got caught out there.
That was her Jeb Bush moment. Please clap.
The responsibility. Stop with the responsibility.
What?
This is the most fucking overly used word in the English language when it comes to entertainers. Here's what your responsibility is. And again, we all fail sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We all try and miss. We all get self-righteous. We all do it. Your responsibility is to at least attempt to be entertaining. Scene. That's it.
End of day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your job is to be a good actor. Your responsibility is to be true to who you are. That's it.
Everything else is bonus points.
You're not leading anybody. You're not the shining example that teaches everybody else how to act. And in real life meaning. You're not this fucking thing. I'm a role model. Role models are overrated. The biggest role models are parents. Every child psychologist, every fucking police psychologist has said it's parenting. That's who's the role model. So stop thinking that you're so important and what you're doing is changing the world.
What about
what you do is a wonderful diversion. I love what you do.
Yeah.
What you do is a gift. It's honestly, it's wonderful what they do. I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard. But stop acting like you're changing everything. You're not. The world was fine before you got here. Hollywood has existed since I think since the 20s, but since when is like the constant media? 50, 60 years?
Sure.
The world the Romans rose and fell before you fucking showed up.
How did that happen?
The amount of overrating entertainers do of what their importance in this world is staggering. It's fucking staggering.
You think so? What about all the latchkey kids, though? All the latchkey kids that don't have parents that grew up watching Death Becomes Her, okay? Those kids were raised by Meryl Streep.
But it's almost like that. That's like to think like we're leading by example. What? Be a good example then. Live a positive life. Express your opinion. Terrific. But get a hold of yourself. Just simmer down, Merle.
Yeah. Meryl is really having a Kanye West moment. Except when it comes from Meryl Streep, it's like warm and dignified.
I'll tell you, because she's not delivering it like Kanye. She's
No,
not
Kanye,
yelling and screaming.
Kanye's not the best with his delivery.
Yeah, she's being calm and, but some of the points are just silly.
I would love for Meryl Streep to come in and be like, "You ain't got the answers, Jim."
Ugh. Just silly.
Go on.
Hollywood honors here tonight.
That's right.
As my
It's emotional.
As my friend, the dear departed Princess Leia, said to me once,
Her name is Carrie.
take your broken heart, make it into art. Thank you for it.
Thank you. Ugh. You know what?
I wonder if Chip would have anything that would go along with that rhyme scheme.
Wait, what is it? Go back. Go back.
Yeah, let's let Meryl set
Go
it up.
back. Go back. Why aren't you going back?
As my friend,
Watch
the dear
this.
departed Princess Leia said to me once, take your broken heart, make it into art.
And then get on a motherfucking go-kart.
It's not the direction people saw that going. It doesn't even make sense. It's you let us down again, Chip.
Every time.
You let us down again.
Every time.
I was really expecting something else.
Were you really?
Yeah.
There was a clear road, and Chip drove right
Go
into
on
the
back,
forest.
stupid. Watch the laughter come.
Just took a go-kart right on, a path that wasn't clear yet.
You decided to go off-roading. I think Chip is going bushwhacking.
I'll do a good job on this one.
Okay, all right. Maybe this would be the one.
That's right.
We all want a little something.
Yep.
D-Bag wants it. The Travis dog
Hit
wants it.
play. I'm
Okay.
running out of steam.
As my friend,
No.
the dear departed Princess Leia said to me once, take your broken heart, make it into art.
And then go buy some rubbers at the motherfucking Quickie Mart.
Quickie Mart isn't even a real store. It's a Simpsons thing.
Even there, it was like, all right, I'll say Kmart. But
He said Quickie Mart.
Is that bad?
yeah,
Some rubbers? Go and buy some rubbers? Oh, yeah, that is really not picking up on what's going on at all. That's Chip's ability to read a room is null and void.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good. Oh, Chipper. You don't have another one in you, do you?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you do?
You bet.
All right.
One more.
All right, I think he's going to get it this time.
As my friend, the dear departed Princess Leia said to me once, take your broken heart, make it into art.
And then I'll kick you in the heart.
Why would you kick her heart? You mean
Is that bad?
because she died of
Oh, I don't know.
Princess Leia died of a heart attack?
Oh, I didn't even connect that.
Yeah, she trying to revive her. I don't understand. Thanks for nothing, Chip.
Yeah. Well, the ending was nice. The ending was nice with Carrie Fisher, but
Yeah, truly thanks for nothing. Did you see Trump has responded? He has.
By the way, can we watch that video?
Which? Oh yeah. Well,
Show
let
me
me.
that.
I'll read you Trump's tweets real quick while he's pulling it up. But Trump has responded. I guess to the surprise of nobody, he did not. He decided not to let this one go. And even though he's going to be sworn into office a week from Friday, he's not going to let this one go. He tweeted out. Let's see. It starts with Meryl Streep, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, doesn't know me, but attacked last night at the Golden Globes. She is a Hillary flunky who lost big. For the 100th time, I never mocked a disabled reporter. Would never do that. But simply showed him groveling when he totally changed a 16-year-old story that he had written in order to make me look bad. Just more very dishonest media.
Let's see this.
So this is the video that Jim says he saw. Because when I see him, the more I see him doing that thing, because this is the story that was when he was campaigning, where it's the Washington Post reporter, who's got his physical disabilities, and Trump starts doing the very stereotypical retard hand. thing.
and he's doing that, and because this guy has fucked up hands, and I watched that, and if that was the only video in existence, and I even said to Ann, I watched that, and I know what he's doing, I would have stood by that.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Because but if you see somebody do something long before that in reference to other people, it's a different story.
Let's see.
Okay.
Some of these regulators out of the banks so you can borrow and you can help. Because
Wait, when did he?
This was last year. That's October 2015. This is before.
This is before.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. You're right. It was 2016 when he did it. Good. Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
But this is definitely before.
Yes.
The banks now, they can't do anything. They're run by the regulators. In all fairness to the banks, they're run by the regulators. When you see the president of the bank, I mentioned the word regulator. These guys come in, they run the banks. And I watched a general recently on television, and they said to him, what do you think about ISIS? Oh, ISIS is very tough. And I'm saying, first of all, why is
That's
the general
close.
on television? I don't want my general
That is.
on television. I heard Ted's a good debater. I said, he is a good debater, but he can't talk, okay? Bad talker. He's a good debater, bad talker. So he's over here. They asked him about waterboarding. They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't want to talk about
it.
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing. You can tweet that video out at Jim and Sam Show.
It's the same thing. And
So
that's
you
all
guys
before
can
that
see.
reporter.
That's
right?
really.
Correct?
Yeah, and that last one's the only one that I really find to be.
Well, the other
similar.
two.
The last one is,
The first
yeah.
one is definitely. I thought the first one was. The second one is just. It just kind of shows this is how he reacts when he's mocking somebody's bullshit.
I'm still.
And the fact that they hang on to that. As soon as I saw this video, I was like, okay, she was right about that. Like, why is there such an investment in being right? The reality is, if that's what it is,
Well, because of the narrative that it dictates. Like that.
If that's what it is, just let that be it. You can still hate Trump if you hate him.
But Trump having violent supporters and Trump making fun of this Times reporter, that is the narrative. Like, that is the damning evidence.
Why will people, when something like that happens, you can still hate the guy's guts, you can hate his politics, but if you've said he mocked a disabled reporter, but then you see that, how does you not understand that, okay, that's really just not what that was in that moment. I can still hate him, but be truthful about what that was.
You get attached. You get attached
You get
to your
attached to being
narratives.
right, and
Yes,
also to being right.
To being right. And that's your best evidence for being right. It's a little bit more difficult to figure out the conversation when you start losing pieces of
The
evidence.
minute I saw that,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's what that is. She was right. I have zero investment in trying to figure out how I can still be right.
Yeah.
Looking at that, zero.
It's close. I'm going to look again before I come to my final conclusion.
Even the first two. I forgot the last one. The first two. Because even though the one in the reporter is more exaggerated, the first one just shows that's what he does.
That Ted Cruz one was close.
It's almost the exact same thing.
It is. It's very, very close. It's very, very close. I'll look at it again for sure.
Is that the last one in the thing?
Is there more in the montage?
Or is it just the reporter?
There may be one or two.
Let's see. Well, let's play it.
Because too controversial. And I'm saying to myself, they're chopping off heads. He doesn't want to talk about waterboarding. A couple of good paragraphs. And talking about northern New Jersey draws the prober's eye. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. Oh, I don't remember.
That's him. That's the reporter.
Same thing. It's basically the same.
Wait, go back.
In the same type of moment.
Go back to the one right before that. That's February. Okay, here's my problem.
The February is too sick. Is
The one,
after.
the one that Travis and I both think is the most damning evidence, or is the strongest
Yes.
evidence that he just does
Is
this
afterwards.
happened after the New York Times thing.
But the
or
first
Washington
two,
Post thing, sorry.
the first two, I also think absolutely exonerate him because the first two completely are. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's just the one was more exaggerated.
Yeah.
But you could see that's what he does when he's mocking somebody.
Yeah.
It's just what he does. They don't. I don't even know why they put February 2016. But that's stupid to put that.
Well, the dates matter.
Meaning you don't. If it's only the ones before it count.
Oh, they shouldn't have even added that one at all.
Yeah. They don't need that because anything
totally.
after that one doesn't impress me now.
Totally.
But the first two, I still said the first one, especially, I still think.
Yeah.
That's all.
He probably didn't need to tweet about the Golden Globes.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
He probably could have just let it go.
Yeah.
But he decided not to.